Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about how to solve compound inequality and graph its solution on number line. So here is a question: m minus 2 less than negative 8 or m over 8 greater than 1. Now you have to put these compound pieces of inequalities on one number line. So you would solve it independently and then graph it on one single number line. So how would you solve it? So we have been looking in the other videos on how to solve it. Just like any other equation, you would solve this. So m is less than negative 6. That's one part. And then over here, in order to get rid of that denominator negative 8, you would have times 8 on both sides. So that would make it m is greater than 8. So these are your two inequality pieces. Now how do you represent that on your number line? So I'm going to rely on those colors. So draw your number line. Make sure you have your numbers. So starting from 0, we need all the way to 8. So let's just skip it by 2, 4, 6, 8. And then the same thing, negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, and negative 8. I'm coming back to my right. So here, if you have seen my math emojis for inequality graphing, it is quite beneficial here. So whenever you have less than or equal to without a line underneath, it is going to be an empty circle. So at negative 6, we are going to create ourselves an empty circle, and the inequality reads m is less than, so that means it's going in this direction. There we go. And then on the other one, m is greater than 8, again inequality without a line underneath that symbol, so this is going to be an empty circle and m is greater. So this is how your graphing would look like for this particular compounded inequality. Thanks guys, thanks for learning this concept. Now we can continue the lesson with some more examples. So let's say now you have another example: x plus 8 than or equal to 9 and x over 7 is less than or equal to 1. Now if you would solve this like any other equation, this would be x is greater than or equal to 1 and x is less than or equal to 7, because you'd have times 7 on both sides, and that's what it would end up as. Now how would we draw this on our number line? So this is our 0, so this is 2, 4, 6, 8, which means this is 7, and this is 1, this is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and negative 4. Right now I don't need the negative parts, but I'm going to, x is, now look at this one, there is a line here, this is the one that I'm talking about. So x is greater than or equal to 1, so that means this have to be a solid, and then x is less than or equal to 7, so this again has to be solid because of this line. Now, and so that means x is greater than or equal to 1, that means it's covering this, but x have to be less than, so this is the part where we are highlighting it. Or in other words, to make it more clear, your x value, your x value is less than or equal to 7 and greater than or equal to 1. That's how you would conclude this inequality. Thanks guys, hope this makes sense for you. Check out other videos that I'm going to make on inequalities, but thanks again. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.